converted it from a lab to a different lab. The exhibit bags have been tampered with, and the result was it's coconut shell. They discredited him. He nearly got arrested. He managed to get off the island before they got a warrant for him. And I've lost your sound there, Ron.
No, sorry, I was just sending a voice note, mate. Now carry on, I'm listening to you.
All right. So, but he went on to Sky News and he showed the world that this abuse and ritual abuse went on in this place. So
yeah, we need to get as
many
many of these people that you know that want to speak.
And the second one.
Yeah, the second one. Come on, let's go.
So Lenny Harper gave me the impetus. He stood by me. I went to see him. And Lenny Harper said to me, John, what you're investigating is the same as me, and it will go to the heart of the British establishment. So that was his wise words to me, and I don't think he was wrong in that summation. The other one is a guy you can't get higher than this. This is a chief constable. A chief constable. He is up with the gods. And so for a chief constable to speak out, I don't think it's ever occurred.
How give us, because this first, imagine I'm a 5-year-old who doesn't know how high up a chief constable is. How high up we talking?
He's in charge of a police force, so he's like the commissioner of the Metropolitan. He was the chief constable for I can't say that. He was chief constable for Wiltshire. Now Wiltshire was the home of Ted Heath, right? So he took on the investigation of Ted Heath as a child murderer and a child rapist and a Satanist. He went on to Sky News to say that he had evidence that Ted Heath was involved in satanic ritual abuse, child murder and child rape, right? The R word. Oops.
Yeah.
And
mate, listen, we have been running rife tonight with the proper words. So don't worry.
Yeah. So anyway, he thought they really went for him. The government went for him at the highest possible level. I think his life may have been at risk, but he stood his ground, and they tried to destroy him. And I think they sort of damaged him in many ways, but he would not back down. He would not back down, and I would say that he really takes the prize for the bravest officer, because he fought them at the highest possible level, and for a chief constable to do that. And not only that, he's a really, really nice guy. So Mike Field,
listen, Mike,
what a man! You can Google him. He turned around and said that our Prime Minister that took us into Europe was a paedophile, and he would not.
So I actually think a good direction to take this series, if we can, is maybe do a whole 3 or 4 weeks, John, where we bring in other people who have put their life online, like you have. And give them the platform. I mean, we get heavily suppressed on this channel as it is, so we can do our best. I mean, to give you an example, John, we've got over 700 people watching on Twitter right now, right? Compared to the suppressed 167 on Shaun Attwood's YouTube channel. I mean, it blows my mind just how suppressed a lot of the content is, and who better to suppress than John Wedger if you're part of the machine, right? I mean, come on. So listen, I'll be honest, I never even realized that we're approaching almost 2 hours 20 minutes, John, and it's just another. I mean, you've really triggered me tonight. Like, if there was ever, this is the closest I've been in a long time to just starting up some really dark, evil, anti-predator Discord, and just don't do it, guys. This, I'm just metaphorically speaking.
I think that the mark of success is that you speak out for the vulnerable and you're still alive to do it, and you're not in prison and you're alive. And I think if that happens, then you've succeeded, you've made it, So
Facebook viewers, I salute you. Okay, did I forget how many to see? There is 10 as well.
Does that cat count as one of the 10? Or
that cat definitely counts as one of the 10. I'm counting it. Okay, I'm definitely counting it. So yeah, just to show you the example, I'm sure that if you, I mean, again, this channel's been around for 9 years. I guarantee you at least 40,000 people of these subscribers have died of natural causes, right? But I'm pretty sure the Shaun Attwood fan base is very interested in this type of content, and it's very interesting what content I do on this channel that the algorithm pushes out every time, John. Every day, 12:30, my royal news flash show where we read headlines and talk about Meghan Markle. The notifications are sent out every day. They come up on my phone. My mum watches. Okay. Can't imagine anybody got a ping for a wedger. Okay, that's all I'm saying. But that's the way it goes.
There's a little prediction,
Yeah.
I don't think we'll see Kate Middleton again.
Oh, that's Catherine, right? Princess Catherine. Oh, no. Listen, John, I can't talk about this. Okay, I have a royal commentary news show, okay, and a big podcast on a Friday. We'll talk about this on my channel, okay, because I've got some mother flipping theories, John, okay? Mother flipping theories, okay? So yeah, we'll do that in a place where, and that's a big chat. That's a big chat for a big live stream.
Well, you've just got to look at that portrait of Charles when they've inverted it, and you've got Baphomet and
listen. I'm going to say the same thing to you as I've said to everyone. If you go to parts of Indonesia, you're going to see a lot of swastikas. Okay, does that mean they're all Nazis? No, it means a symbol that meant one thing was hijacked by a bad group. Okay, and if you track the Baphomet or the goat-headed man way back thousands and thousands of years, pre-devil, pre-Jesus, pre-Islam, pre-Judaism, okay, it stood for a very different thing. And I'm not saying big goat-headed dudes that are half man, half woman aren't weird looking. I get it. But we really need to stay factual. And when we go back in history, it was another case of the hijacking of a symbol and a deity that came long after the persecution of anything that was in Islam, Judaism, or Christianity. And we don't have to agree on anything. Just saying, John. But it's an interesting story. That particular deity has, and it's a fascinating one. And
he's meant to be head of the Church of England. I think maybe that's a conflict of interest.
Here, speaking about weird things and conflict of interest, did you know how rich our Prime Minister is?
Well, his missus anyway.
Dude, the guy is minted. Okay, I've got a real problem with guys who are multi-millionaires thinking they can relate to the normal person.
Well, we never voted for him anyway.
We don't get to vote in this country anymore. We just go changing the prime minister and then they roll a dice. No, that's too much credit. A sea lion comes in and rolls a large foam dice, and that's how they check a prime minister in the UK. How we get our leaders elected and child abusers are the two things that get me most wound up, and people that believe the official 9/11 story. Those three things, John, rattle my cage.
Yeah. No, I'm with you. I'm totally with you. With you. So,
okay, listen. I think this has been a fantastic show. I think there's definitely, I can see 10 shows that are going to be great on the Shaun Atwood channel, and another 10 shows that people are going to demand that we'll do on my channel. We'll still do it on Shaun's Twitter and Shaun's Facebooks and things like this. But we've got to protect the mothership. And I want to talk to you about some things that are definitely on the mega ban list, just so you know. And we'll do it, like I say, we'll do it on my channel, because does this face look bothered? Does it look bothered? But we've got to protect the mothership. So yeah, listen, John, you're amazing. I just want to say it's been way too long. Thank you everyone for watching. Please share this, because as we're at over 900 now, 182 on YouTube and 730 on. Oh, don't forget the Facebook people. It's still 10 people on Facebook. So yeah, I think. Say that again. And one cat. Yeah, exactly. So I just want to say thank you all for being here. This is definitely getting demonetized because John and I have just been running amok with the R words and the P words and the M word. I mean, we've indulged in words you won't be hearing for a while, because sadly we're going to have a whole generation that grow up getting educated in their news, and their pastime is YouTube. And we have whittled down some of the worst crimes in the world to a letter so that we don't offend advertisers. And in my opinion, that is an insult to every survivor by diminishing what truly happened to them, by simplifying a term. I do not agree with it, but sadly, it's what we have to do to play the YouTube game. I'll bet you £1 we're demonetized. It's okay, because it's John's first night back, all right. And if we want to say some crazy words, one night we can do it, all right. But I think we should really try and work on giving your other friends some voices as well. Because
I'm going to send some messages. And Lenny, I think should be okay. Mike, I don't know. I've not spoken to him.
You can let them know.
They did some pretty awful things, but you know, when you mess with the government, you're in big trouble. You know,
that's what I'm saying. Like, even if they want to frame it as a voiceless, nameless, anonymous, speaking through a voice changer, fully like anonymous, we can do that too. I'll just clip off the bit of the stream where I explain.
There's a guy who's speaking out about stuff at the moment, and I just warned him. I said, "Just be careful, mate. You know, if you've got a family and all that, I said, don't underestimate the government. Don't get cocky and think you can walk through, because the UK government, they're the masters of espionage. They'll take you out of the picture in a heartbeat, and they will do it. They will do it. You know." Be careful. I
mean, let's be honest. You're just lucky who your pals were, or you'd be gone, John. Like, I hate to put it bluntly to you, but that is literally the case. Like, if you hadn't met a couple of people, we wouldn't be sat here talking right now.
Yeah,
and that's the fact.
Right. Yeah, no, there's been it's my man. There's been some good ones that have really helped me. I think the one thing that helped me was getting the story out there. Getting the story out there. The UK column gave me the first platform. I think that saved me. I genuinely think that saved me.
Yeah.
And then I've done a lot with Shaun, and I'm very careful not to run my mouth and start threatening and accusing. And I want to keep it as factual as I can. The ritual abuse stuff, I tend to try and rely on cases and things like that and people's experiences, but there's not much on it really. It's still quite hidden. But you see a lot of people, they run their mouth, they just get in a world of trouble. And you know, the main thing is we must keep being where we are. I always take sort of guidance from that film Schindler's List. You know, he could have.
Okay, yeah.
Do you know what I mean? How he did it, how that, you know, he ran with a hare and he hunted with the hounds. And I think that's what we've got to do when we do these things. You know, we can't just stand up for one thing and then you get shut down. You know, you can do a lot of good by having your freedom and having your liberty. And if there's some things you just can't go there or you have to apologize, and then do it. So be it. Don't make it a pride issue. You know, the main thing is we keep educating people and keep it credible and be of some service. And I like to think that we are a service. I get messages all the time. I get approached in the street by people saying, "Thank you for speaking out. Thank you. It's given us, you know, us survivors hope and things like that." So I want to keep doing it, and I want to keep doing it, and you know, and I love the cohesion that I have with the podcasters and hosts, you know, like yourself, like Shaun and a few others. And
know, John, we're ride or die now, mate. Like we're in this now. Like I'm telling you, we're not going to start a vigilante group, okay? Stop intrusive thoughts. Stop the intrusive thoughts. I mean, I'm just saying, you're awesome. Thank you for giving up your time again. I'm getting way too triggered to keep inside the intrusive thoughts, John. So we're just going to have to call it a night. But thank you again for being here. And yeah. I mean, what a fantastic night, and again, thank you everyone who has joined us. Thank you everyone who got an alert. Just so moving forward, we're really going to have to work as a community to collectively try and push this out to as many places as you can. If you guys know any groups, any pages, any whatever, get posting and pointing them over to the Shaun Atwood channel for prison stories, for true crime, for exposing individuals like this, and not like this, that John has been exposing, and all that good stuff, because we need your help. You've got to understand, you have to see freedom of speech as a movement now, sadly, and you have to move with us, because we can't move forward on topics like this without you guys. And even if just 10% of the people watching, if 90 people go and share this somewhere that is not just the easy place on your Facebook or whatever, you go and share it and you go and try and push out for the audience growth, you are doing a freaking awesome job. I'm not telling you to do that with the Meghan Markle stuff. You know, you never hear me say that. I do 6 podcasts a week about Meghan. You never hear me say that. This is the stuff we need the help with. So get it pushed out. Go make a cup of tea and spend the whole time drinking that cup of tea, pushing this out. That'd be great. That'd be awesome. I'd really appreciate it. I'd probably go as far as say I'd be your best pal. Okay? I'm just saying. So listen, thank you all for being here. Like, subscribe, all that good stuff. Shaun is back from tour now, so you'll be seeing him again soon. Hit the like button, and we'll see you all next week. I'll see you tomorrow at 12:30 for the Royal News Flash, but we will see you, John, next Thursday. You're a legend. Thank you all for watching. Love you guys, and we'll see you in the next one. Peace.